Conspiracy. After repeated setbacks on the planet Anaxis, an elite clone squad is deployed to investigate the Separatist tactical advantage. This special unit, called the Bad Batch, infiltrates Admiral Trench's cyber center to steal a strategic algorithm capable of predicting the Republic's every move.
What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. And guys, like the video, give a big thumbs up and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because I always bring this content every day that you don't want to miss. And guys, you're probably like, hey, we're doing a Clone Wars reaction. Why are you doing that on DC channel? Well, I'm a big fan of Clone Wars. I've watched all 6 seasons, and obviously it's the 7th season. And I was there when pretty much they revealed Darth Maul was alive. You had Savage Opress, you had Ventress, Count Dooku. It's just been a great series. And I was like, why just watch it and not react to it and tell you guys, hey, do I recommend this episode? Does Clone Wars still have a spark? And I just like to talk about it. And yeah, I pretty much release everything DC all the time. But on Friday mornings, I save that special time just for a Clone Wars reaction, alright? But guys, pretty much, last episode, if you haven't seen my reaction, it's in the iTop report right here, but I said pretty much Clone Wars brought the spark back. It was a great episode. It was more clone heavy, you know, it's Clone Wars. But still, we had the Bad Batch, they debuted with the Rambo-like leader, Hunter, you had Wrecker, the muscle, you had Tech, who's the tech guy, you had Crosshair, who's pretty much the sniper guy. So they were a great lineup. You had Rex and Commander Cody, great characters of the series. You saw a little of Anakin, Mace Windu, not a lot of it though. And it was more just getting us back into that mold. The animation was awesome. But when I was starting out with episode 2, right, and they're recapping everything, I was like, wow, not that much happened last episode actually. Because it says in the thing, okay, so they had to deploy an operation team like Rex and the Bad Batch and Commander Cody to pretty much stop the Imperial forces while the Separatists from finding out the Republic's plans. And they ended up finding out that Echo, the guy who died in season 3, it was in the Citadel episode, but yeah, he died and Rex feels bad about it, but they find out he's alive. And that was pretty much the only big thing that happened last episode. So this episode we start to see more stuff happen. I like that. Episode 1 was good and all, but it was more just getting back into the series. But this episode, the ball gets rolling. It's really good. And guys, right off the bat, when we see more Anakin, I'm like, yes, that's what I've been wanting. I like the clones, I do, and I like the Bad Batch. But having Jedis in there just makes it all that much better. And yeah, we only see one lightsaber battle. Well, not a lightsaber battle, just one scene where Anakin actually uses his lightsaber. It's more just him being a general and commanding, and you see more of his relationship with Captain Rex, which I like that more than lightsaber battles, alright? I like lightsaber battles, they're really dope. But the relationship between Rex and Anakin has been there ever since the beginning of the series. So them diving more into that is just really awesome, and I love their scenes. And especially at the beginning, where Rex is like, hey, I gotta go save him, we gotta go on the mission right now, and Anakin's like, no, you told me you would cover for me. And I'm like, what is he covering for him? Well, he says something like that. But Anakin goes into Rex's barracks, and now she's talking to Padme. He's pretty much trying to stay away from Obi-Wan because he's supposed to be working, but he wants to talk to Padme. So he's talking to Padme, and he's saying, hey, I think Rex is going out the deep end, he's worried about this whole Echo thing too much. It's probably just a trap, I don't think Echo's alive. And Padme's like, hey, he's always been by your back, so stay by his back. And you just see them support each other throughout the episode, which I really like. Padme in the scene was good. I like her, I like to see more of her, but it's good that they at least got her one scene to start off. But obviously, we do see Obi-Wan, which is more just Mace Windu from episode 1. Mace Windu showed up in one scene, had a couple lines, and that's it. But it's still cool to see these Jedi showing up. Mace Windu was great last episode in that scene. Obi-Wan's great in this scene. So Obi-Wan's like, hey, tell him Padme I said hi. So pretty much Obi-Wan knows that Anakin was skipping out on the job. Which, I'm fine with that. Obi-Wan's not like, hey, you gotta do your work. He's like, no, good, you can talk to her, that's fine. Make sure you carry out the mission too. But yes, Rex, the Bad Batch, and Anakin go on this mission. We don't see Commander Cody at all. He's nowhere to be found. Which sucks because I like Commander Cody, and him being her last episode, I was like, alright, he'll get treated, he'll be good, he'll be back to kick ass. But that did not happen at all. He's gone. He may show up in the final part of the storyline, but I barely doubt it. But guys, they land in this one planet, and it's these flying creatures, flying reptiles. and they go out and fight, and Anakin, his lightsaber just gets dropped, and he gets like pretty much snatched and taken up to like the sky. So I was like, oh, shit's about to get real. Like, it's really cool. And one of like the members of the Bad Batch, I think it was Hunter. It may have been Tech or Crosshair. It was hard to tell because they're like the same. Like, obviously it wasn't Wrecker because Wrecker's bigger, but still. They actually shoot up a thing, and this guy goes flying with this reptile to save Anakin. And they end up landing in like the creature's territory. And guys, pretty much this creature, these creatures pretty much tell them in like a different like tone. Like they have a different voice, like different language, everything, which was a little jarring at first. I had to think to myself, wait, I'm watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars right now, right? But then I got into it, I'm like, okay, I can understand them, and they start translating it, Tech does. And guys, like pretty much saying, hey, don't bring the war to this planet, we don't want it. But Rex tells them, hey, the Separatists actually brought the war to you, so we're actually here to just like save a fallen soldier. Well, not fallen soldier, a prisoner of war, Echo. So they say, alright, we'll take you to the Imperial base. Well, we'll take you to this one place, and you'll go on your mission, but I want you guys to get out of here soon. That's pretty much what the creatures say. Like, not exactly, because we can't really understand them, that's what they translate. But guys, they go on this mission, and before they make it to the Imperial base, they actually talk and have like a little scuffle, which I really like this. Like Rex and Hunter talk, and Rex is pretty much like out of control. He's not out of control, but he's like kind of feels bad for leaving. He feels bad for leaving Echo, and he wants to save him because that's like pretty much redemption for him. And Anakin gets that, which is cool. Like also, Anakin is like a voice of reason in this episode, but then again, like Obi-Wan is too. So it shows like Anakin's grown as a character, but obviously he's gonna grow evil soon. But guys, we see this like cool fight scene at like the Imperial base. We see Admiral Trench. We see Wat Tambor, and he's pretty much like the villain of this part. He tells him, hey, Rex, like they've seen each other many times. They fight all these droids and stuff, and they eventually get to Echo, guys. Which now we got to like a climax. So we finally found Echo. Rex, it's a little suspicious because he's like in this chamber, and Rex does save that. He does save him. But I'm like, alright, I feel like Echo, he's obviously like maybe a little insane, or he's maybe like a spy. There's something wrong with him. It may just be, okay, he has to get back into present day because he's been gone for so long, which I'd be fine with that, but I also want to see him maybe be a little evil and with the Separatists a little bit. But guys, that's pretty much how the episode ends. I am excited for the last episode. This episode wasn't as good as the first episode, mainly because the first episode was just like, I was just so excited to get back in the series. But still, this episode is great. The animation quality just keeps knocking out the park, especially like flying up, like Anakin is snatched into the sky. Like that scene is dope. And then also we also see like certain scenes like the boulders coming down, that's really cool. The lightsaber where Anakin takes down the droids, that's cool. And yeah, I'm just like, the animation is really top notch. And I'm hoping to see like Admiral Trench, because like we see Admiral Trench in this episode and last episode, but I want to see like clones against him and his army. Like we saw like certain stuff of that in like the early seasons, like battles with him. But since the animation quality is better now, it's cool to see him actually like in action, see all his army in action. Like it'd be pretty cool. But guys, we got 2 parts left. This is the halfway point of this Echo storyline, and I don't know where we're gonna go from here. Honestly, like Echo's back. There may be some stuff like twists and turns there, but I'm interested to see what happens. But I hope they don't take like a simple approach. I hope it's not like, okay, he figures himself out, he joins Rex in the fight and fights off Admiral Trench. I hope it's not just that. Like that wouldn't be bad, but it wouldn't be like super awesome too. I hope they give us like twists and turns and make it super interesting, which I count on them to do that, because they've always, like, Clone Wars is pretty much always delivered, almost. Like honestly, there's like some arcs in like certain seasons that were just not good at all, but most of the arcs are pretty amazing. It's just been a top level show pretty much all the time. But guys, overall, I'm gonna give this episode an 8.3 out of 10. Really liked it, and I definitely recommend it. But guys, in the comment section below, tell me what you thought about this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think about Rex? And are you also mad that like there's a lack of Commander Cody? Like I want to see more of him. But guys, what do you think about the Bad Batch? Like they showed up in this episode. We also have like Wrecker. He has like a funny thing that always afraid of heights. But I hope we actually have more scenes of them, because it was more focused on Rex and Anakin, which I'm fine with that. But I also want to see them dive more into the Bad Batch, because this is like the only storyline they're going to be in for the season. But guys, also, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to my channel, so there's great content every day that you don't want to miss. And yeah, guys, that's the video. Peace out.